Ah, just the Jedi we were looking for. Nice work, T3. I'm with the SIS. We've got a very special event coming up, and you're on the guest list.
What kind of special event?
The kind the Empire won't enjoy. Details when we meet in person. See you soon.
Blue Squadron approaches Korriban at maximum speed. Bombing commences on signal Auric. Wave 1 shuttle follows and secures the LZ.
And then Wave 2 comes in. Perfect timing.
You're actually planning an attack on Korriban.
Yes, and your part in the plan is critical.
This is Colonel Derek. He's in charge of the op. I'm Theron Shan, SIS. We spoke on the Holo.
Any relation to the Jedi Grand Master Satele, Shan?
This is why I keep asking for a code name.
We aren't here to discuss genealogy. Time is critical. Our objective is to raid the Sith Academy, specifically the databanks held inside the Dark Council chambers on the Academy's upper level.
The information in those databanks could win the war. Once the first attack wave clears the landing zone, it'll be your job to go in and get them.
And once we have the data, what then?
You will exfiltrate immediately and rendezvous back here. My associate, Commander Jensen, will remain behind to collect secondary objectives as time allows.
Hit the Academy, grab the data, and escape. When do we begin?
Immediately.
You don't need us to tell you how tough this will be. The Sith Academy is one of the most secure locations in the entire galaxy. But if we succeed, we could learn more about the Empire's moves than every SIS operation from the past decade combined.
Our forces are ready. Victory for the Republic depends on you.
You can always rely on the Jedi to aid in such important tasks.
May the Force be with you.
Please, you have to get us out of here.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? That's not why we're here. Just try to keep your heads down, all right?
What's going on here?
Slaves. Whole mess of them. Wish we could do something, but this op is strictly smash and grab. Pulling them out puts the whole mission in danger.
We can't leave them behind. Do whatever it takes. Just get them out of here.
Whatever you say.
Thank you, thank you.
Only the greatest of all Sith are permitted to set foot in these chambers. You profane our entire history by your presence alone. Did you believe you could breach the chambers of the Dark Council and go unpunished? That you could steal our great works without challenge?
Is that how you talk to all of your visitors? No wonder you're all alone in here.
Witticisms are a poor weapon for this fight. No. The vision. How could the time come so soon? Of course. You are not the one who kills me. You've only cleared the way for him. I face my fate gladly, Jedi. The old man was right about me. Was he right about you, too?
A member of the Dark Council could have been a valuable prisoner. Pity.
He could barely move, and you strike him down? That's not our way, Jensen.
He raised his weapon. I don't take chances with Sith. Your part of the mission is done. My team will hold the Academy while I search these chambers along with a few technical specialists. Take the data and get back to Colonel Derek while the path is still clear.
I will. May the Force be with you, Commander. Here's the data from the Dark Council chambers, Colonel.
Congratulations. You've just succeeded in a mission many people never dared to dream was possible. We've proven that victory, true victory, is within reach. Just imagine, all of the Emperor's followers truly defeated at last. We're close now, I'm sure of it. This is a great day.
Now that we've attacked Korriban, how long will it be until the Republic can move against Dromund Kaas?
Purely a matter of logistics. If we can open up the lines from...
It's Tython. We need everything we've got!
What are you talking about?
Imperial forces just hit Tython. ISO 5 bombing, strike teams in the Jedi Temple. They need our support now!
How did this happen?
If you're willing to help, we might be able to find out. Blue Squadron, complete refueling operations and launch immediately. Any Wave 1 troops not injured on Korriban, re-equip and board shuttles. Sean, you gather whatever sensor data we have and forward it to all forces. I want everyone en route in 5. Move!
Time to make the Empire wish they'd never even heard of Tython.
Agreed. Don't hold anything back.
I'll pull up every bit of data we've got and talk you through the whole way. Good luck.
I had thought the leader of this attack would be overflowing with anger and hatred. But you... There's nothing. I sense no hate, no passion of any kind. Why have you done this?
Lord Go, the package is secured. You and your men can proceed with the additional... running a bit ahead of schedule, are we? No matter. You can have your little temple back if you like. I'm done with it.
Why did you do all of this? What's your game, Sith?
The vindication of history.
All clear in here too, huh? Nice work. My men have finished securing the lower levels. Even captured a few prisoners.
Keep the prisoners under guard until the SIS can round them up for questioning.
Gladly. Get those scumbags out of here! Guess it's all just cleanup from here. Gonna be a pretty major job, too. Anyway, like I said, the rest of the temple is clear, so you're good to head back to Colonel Derek. Until next time.
Our forces are sweeping the rest of the muck off Tython as we speak, and reconstruction crews are already being prepped. This could have been much worse. Thanks to you, the enemy has only bloodied our nose and hardened our resolve.
The timing of this attack, just as we made our own assault on Korriban, it's too much to be a coincidence.
It's possible the enemy's intelligence isn't the shambles we were led to believe. I'm sure the SIS will determine how this slip-up happened.
Yes, we will.
Even so, you've just won 2 critical battles for the Republic back-to-back. You're a hero, and heroes deserve to be recognized. The Medal of Valor. No commendation this prestigious has ever been awarded so quickly. The Chancellor was truly impressed, as am I. Congratulations.
The timing of the attacks, Colonel, and the message from that Sith Lord. We have to figure out what really happened here.
We will, but you've done more than enough for one day. Now then, I've been tasked with organizing the Tython cleanup, and I want to be sure the Jedi Council knows they have our full support, if you'll excuse me.
I don't know about you, but I need a drink.
That was Grandmaster Satil, wasn't it?
Currently acting as emissary to the Drevos League, nowhere near Tython. We aren't close, of course. Your order is pretty particular on that point.
She gave you up when you were a child, then?
Not that I'm complaining. You Jedi have your rules, and it turns out I don't have your talent anyway. Everything's worked out for the best.
If you ask me, you turned out pretty well.
I hope that means you're willing to hear me out a bit, then. Even without the Force, I know when things don't add up. These ops, Colonel Derek... Something's being buried here, I'm sure of it. But the real question is, are you going to take your shiny medal and go home like Derek's hoping? Or are you ready to start digging?
If you were to do some digging, where exactly would you start?
I'd start by recruiting someone I trusted. Someone insightful, who could always find the truth of things. Then I'd find out everything I could about Derek and that Sith Lord you talked to. See if there are any connections. And then, once I found something, I'd contact my new friend and we'd get to the bottom of all this. But this is all just speaking hypothetically, of course.
Of course.
Been great chatting with you. We'll have to do it again sometime. See you around. Hey, I just called T3 to have him find you, and he said you were already on the way. That's some impressive timing.
What are you doing here, Theron?
Digging, just like I said I would. Let me show you what I've got so far. Colonel Derek commanded our strike on Korriban, supposedly to gather valuable intelligence data, none of which has been turned over to the SIS. This is the Sith you spoke to on Tython, Darth Arkus, member of the Dark Council, organizer of the attack on the Jedi Temple.
You found a connection between them?
Yes. They've both been paying visits to the same genetics lab in an underwater facility here on Manaan. They're headed down there again as we speak.
That's not all you've discovered, is it? You've found something else. Something they've already done.
Exactly. With Derek and Arkus working together, the timing of the attacks makes perfect sense. They weren't really attacks at all, they were robberies.
Robberies? What do you mean?
The Imps hauled something out of the Jedi Temple just before you got there. A few security hollows were still working, so I got a shot of it. Derek's top guy, Commander Jensen, grabbed something similar on Korriban. I ran the images through some databases. They were pieces of ancient Rakata technology.
As in... technology from the ruthless empire that conquered the galaxy before the founding of the Republic?
Yes, you can understand my concern. I'm pretty sure Derek and Arkus have brought their Rakata tech to the lab. You're gonna have to go in and figure out exactly what they're doing with it. There. I've arranged transport to get you in, but security will probably come after you with more than smiles. Don't let them slow you down. While you're searching the lab for Arkus and Derek, I'm gonna meet with one last contact. I think she might have some interesting intel for us.
She?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Good luck down there.
Greetings! My master compliments your impressive skill and would like to share his appreciation for this noble rescue.
You don't need to clarify your master's words. I understand them perfectly well.
Oh dear. Please let us out of here. We beg you!
Your droid seems to be missing a few pieces.
Those modifications occurred before our imprisonment here. My esteemed Master Jakaro is a specialist in discreet cargo delivery. I am his translator, C2D4, former servant of Revan Queen Lena of... Yes, well. Jakaro was contracted by a Selkath geneticist, Garima, to deliver certain medical equipment, perfectly legal, to this facility. But once the delivery was made, payment was never rendered. Instead, we were imprisoned and interrogated by two very unpleasant individuals.
Colonel Derek and Darth Arkus?
We were never introduced. Very rude, to be perfectly honest. After the interrogation, they told Garima to use us as fodder for some kind of experiments.
Is it possible that they thought you might have more to reveal if they just frightened you enough?
A psychological manipulation? Intriguing. I hadn't even considered that possibility.
Your story checks out. Just did a little digging on these two. Charges against them both for smuggling, disorderly conduct, assault.
Even the droid?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Never mind.
Whatever they may have done, my contact has a good feeling about them. Thinks they might come in handy. Let's see if she's right.
All right, we're in this together. Ready?
Thank you!
Are you Garima?
Hazigazgato volta kapi. Tane es hazigazdak.
You need to stop what you're doing and answer my questions.
As uge feda leg job as uregviko had milt akisok.
I want to know what Derek and Arkus are planning. What are you doing here?
Voltesak fekut azo negre. Akon ivolomar. Meg bishato sagmeg. Seze meles nehes volt felis merni. Ogene kunk. Toleras ege mas fonal es. Mege iteletet. Atenger filenes as edges. Folio semisem. Ugeneset key.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Before he has a chance to betray us again!
You don't have to be like him, Jakaro. You can be better.
Well, that explains the dead guards.
I knew I sensed someone familiar.
I told you to let it go. You did your part. None of this concerns you.
What is this all about, Derek? Why are you doing this?
To save the galaxy.
Garima, thank you for forwarding the research data along. Our infinite army will serve us well. You can keep the prototypes.
We're working for the good of the entire galaxy. The Republic, the Empire, everyone. We can't let you interfere.
To die before the facility reaches crush depth, it will probably be more comfortable that way.
Your time is short. Be merciless.
Apologies, but the remote docking procedure isn't quite finished.
You're a Sith.
But not your enemy. Not today. Now, are you interested in a ride back, or would you prefer to swim?
Sith or not, I won't turn down a helping hand.
I do appreciate a pragmatic mind. And there we are. Your transportation is ready. Safe travels.
I just think it might put everyone at ease if you ditch the lightsaber.
Is that really necessary? Surely I'm not as intimidating as you imply.
If we just spent some time together, I'll bet we could come to an understanding.
I'm confident we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the days to come.
Lana Beniko, dedicated Imperial citizen and fully armed Sith Lord.
But you don't need to worry about that.
Arcus manipulated her and her people, same as Derek did to us. She's already shared a lot of good intel. Based on your work in the lab, we know that Arcus and Derek are working together, manipulating both sides for some third party.
They're Revanites, members of the Order of Revan, a secretive cult that's had its claws in the Empire for many years. It seems they've pierced the Republic now as well.
I helped pull Revan out of the Maelstrom prison. I heard he died not long afterward. Was that incorrect?
Not as far as Lana or I know. But dead men can be even better cult leaders than live ones. We know the Revanites have highly placed moles in both the Republic and the Empire. That means we have no idea who we can really trust.
Then it's up to us to stop them.
My master, the incomparable Star Captain Jakaro.
Is more interested in action than discussion. And this is his translator, C2D4.
Former interpreter for Her Eminence, Queen Leda of Unteron.
Yeah, we got that earlier. All of it.
I saw your list of known accomplices earlier. Quite impressive. Could any of them help us find where these traitors might be hiding? Superb. Then if Theron agrees...
Go ahead and get the ship prepped. I'll cover our tracks and catch up.
Very well. It's been a pleasure meeting you. May the Force ever serve you.
You'd better travel separately. If the Revanites put a tail on us, they won't know which to follow.
I don't think these cultists realize who they're up against.
Suits me. I better get moving. Watch your back out there. There you are. Our first few interviews with Jakaro's friends went well, believe it or not. We're going to start with some antique smugglers from the exchange. See if the Revanites have gone for any other Rakata tech.
I'm glad to see you're still in one piece. It's a good look for you.
Oh, and I was starting to wonder if it was Lana you had your eyes on. The Order of Revan. My family has even more pull than I thought.
You're related to Revan?
You never heard that story? Bastila Shan, Revan's great Jedi love? The name made it all the way down to me, even if the Force didn't. Look, Revan was a wild card, and his crazy cult of followers is bound to be the same. Highly trained bravado aside, we're up against some long odds here. You sure you still want to be dragged into all this?
I'm not going anywhere, Theron. You can count on that.
Teams aren't my usual style, but I think I could get used to this one. All right, I'd better get back to Lana and Jakaro before they do anything. I'll get in touch as soon as we get something concrete. Stay safe. All right, we'll be there right away, Jakaro. Just don't tear the limbs off of anything. Or anything else. Hey, it's good that you're here. Our friends are eager to get started.
Get started with what, exactly?
Colonel Derek, Darth Arcus, and the Revanite friends. Since your operation on Manaan, Lana's uncovered a few more Revanites who've infiltrated the Republic military. I've been slicing the traitors' communications and tracked the messages back to Derek and Arcus. They're in a hidden facility on the planet Rakata Prime. That's our target.
What do we know about Rakata Prime?
It's the homeworld of the ancient Rakata, hence the name. Apparently there are still a few of them there, but their society has regressed significantly. The Revanites probably picked it because it was the site of a major battle involving Revan, one of his biggest victories. The messages I've decoded. That cyborg technology you ran into on Manaan was just the prototype phase. On Rakata Prime, they're in full production. They're taking pieces of the Starforge and implanting them into their own people.
The Starforge?
It was a Rakatan weapon. A giant self-sustaining factory that ran on the dark side of the Force. Revan destroyed it 300 years ago. The pieces of debris are still active, though. They self-repair and even self-replicate under the right circumstances. With that technology grafted to their bodies, the Revanites become much harder to stop.
It sounds like the longer we wait, the more of these cyborgs they'll have. Let's get moving.
Gladly. Jakaro's freighters should get us onto the planet's surface undetected. We'll plan our attack from there. I can't wait to see the look on Arcus and Derek's faces.
Do we have a plan ready?
I don't know if it's fair to describe it as a plan, necessarily.
I've done a bit of scouting. The Revanites are camped in the Temple of the Ancients, an old ruin nearby. We've gotten this far without being detected. It's time for you to go in and make some noise.
What? This isn't what we discussed? It's suicide! I demand that you detach me this instant!
What kind of security do the Revanites have?
They've convinced some of the local Rakatan tribes to patrol the areas around the temple for them. A truly barbaric lot.
The Revanites themselves are guarding the temple grounds. They're fully armed and paranoid.
Wonderful.
We'll be keeping an eye on things from the ship. As long as we all stay sharp, we'll get this conspiracy shut down permanently.
May the Force serve you well. Excellent work.
Theron is slicing into the facility's structural plans now.
It's not looking great. Your only option is to pass through the conscription center, dead ahead.
The cyborgs ahead are in some kind of standby mode. They'll activate as soon as you enter the room. Be ready for a fight.
Blasted sensors. Lana, could you do a quick perimeter check? I can't tell if these contacts are real or not.
Right away.
Alright, we don't have much time. We can't risk any of the tech in that conscription center falling into Imperial hands. Overload the console. It'll fry everything inside and kill the cyborgs before they have a chance to wake up.
We're not going to murder people in their sleep, Theron. We'll take our chances.
We've got a Sith breathing down our necks, crazy cultists all around us, and you want to take chances?
I won't let fear guide our actions.
Do we have something to be afraid of?
Apparently not. I'll add the sensors to the list of things on the ship that we can't rely on. We'll contact you if anything else comes up.
Wait for us! Please try to headbutt them with your own skull this time.
Let's go. Your plans are finished. The conspiracy ends now.
My, but we have a very high opinion of ourselves, don't we?
This project would have accelerated our plans considerably. Losing it is regrettable, but it will not stop us.
You've done a fair bit of damage, it's true, but the project isn't a total loss. After all, you've helpfully delivered yourselves for slaughter.
You've infiltrated the Republic and the Empire, raised an army of fanatics. Why? What are you trying to achieve?
We have a plan. You're not a part of it. That's all that matters now.
You and your simple-minded beast will have the fight you came for, Colonel.
Let's get on with it.
Derek and Arcus fought to their last breath. We won't be getting any information from them.
Copy that. Blast it.
I must agree with my master. They're far more trustworthy as corpses.
I sense something. We're in danger.
Multiple sensor contacts. Capital ships are dropping out of hyperspace. No IDs. One of them's coming in hot.
Arcus and Derek were valuable allies in my cause, but their deaths will not delay what is coming.
That voice.
It's him. Revan.
My infinite army could have achieved so much, but I still have other weapons in my arsenal.
You were reported dead. Was that report wrong?
Only somewhat. When a goal is important enough, one learns to overcome any obstacle. My followers are legion. My ranks grow every hour as more and more people see the truth of the galaxy. The Emperor couldn't break me. Even death could not stop me. I will finish what I've started, and you will not interfere again.
They're powering up weapons! Get out of there! Now!
Theron, they made it. I knew it.
With the amount of fire Revan's ship was laying down, I wasn't optimistic. It's good to see you.
Oh no, I'd nearly forgotten. Several of my internal components were still aboard. The ship is all right, isn't it?
The ship is fine. Come see for yourself. There's something we need to talk about, actually.
It truly is a relief to see you safe. I only wish we had more time together.
I'm not going anywhere, Lana. You don't have to either.
I'm afraid I do. Theron and I learned some troubling things after we escaped Rakata Prime.
Jacaro took it better than I thought. You told her yet?
I think it's best if you do the honors. We'll meet again soon. I'm certain of it.
She's pretty confident for someone with a bounty on their head.
Are the Revanites putting out bounty contracts now?
Not directly, no. It's an Imperial contract for murdering Arcus. Under any other circumstances, she would have gotten a promotion for that kind of thing. They also arranged 12 separate death marks for Jacaro. It's a new record for him.
And you?
Disavowed rogue agent apprehend on sight. Pretty tame compared to the others. The director must have stood up for me.
Sounds like you're a dangerous man to be around.
That's why I have to go. The Revanites haven't been able to touch you yet. Your record is still clean. But it won't stay that way if you're seen working with us. Lana, Jacaro, D4, and I are all going off the grid. We need to stay hidden if we're going to continue our investigation. No contact, period.
No contact at all, huh? Not even a little bit?
If we had more time. But we don't. There's something I need you to do for me. The Revanites will be watching you, so do what you do best. Travel the galaxy, achieve impossible things, and make it hard for them to keep up. The busier you keep the Revanites, the easier it'll be for the rest of us to slip through the cracks and find their leader.
Do you think the masked man who attacked us was really Revan?
Oh, you mean as my ancient ancestor returned from the grave to kill us all? Doesn't seem likely, but there was something about him. We need to learn more. All right, I better get moving. The faster we start running, the easier this will all be. Good luck to you. We'll send word as soon as we have something. And then we'll see what this Revan guy is really made of.
There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge.
Master Jedi, apologies for the interruption. We have a situation.
What is it?
The Navicomputer. Someone's tampered with it. Added a whole bunch of data about a planet called Rishi.
Nothing on Rishi but pirates and gun runners. Slicing our computer would be out of their league.
Show me. Master, what is it? A vision. This planet, Rishi. We must go there immediately.
Hello? You're from the Red Hulls, aren't you? Welcome to Raiders Cove! Nothing but fellow pirates here. You and your crew don't have to kill or maim or eat anyone. Right?
Kill or... what? Eat people? What are you talking about?
It's what you do. Everyone knows. And it's no big deal. I'm sure those people your crew ate on Talaran had it coming. But we're all friends here, right? No need for any massacres or cannibalism here.
You've mistaken me for someone else. I'm a Jedi, a peacekeeper, not a killer or cannibal.
You don't have to hide. Everyone's heard of you, and no one is disgusted or terrified of what they've heard. Not at all. Except Goro, I guess. He's been saying you'd show up and that he'd love to take you on, but he doesn't speak for the rest of us.
Where can I find this Goro person?
The cantina? Probably. He hangs out there a lot. They serve good food there. No need to eat anyone.
Togawa Kiku Bakili. Kusa Malachakuta, Ikosa Mose Alatuta.
You must be Goro.
Bampaula Kavaji Otto.
Easy, Goro. I just cleaned up after your last brawl. Don't do this to me again.
Kafsta Undile, Gio Holalukuta.
Who told you that I'm the captain of the Red Hulls?
Makipuna Mali Tuta or Mishka.
Your aggression is blinding you. I'm not the person you want to fight.
Kapatonka!
This is the worst mess yet. You're not gonna eat him, are you? That's the last thing I need people hearing about my place.
You are going to tell me exactly what I want to know. You won't use the words cannibal, or pirate, or any of that nonsense. Who told Goro about me? I want a name.
Kai Zyken. He's an idiot that runs one of the crews here in town. Goro had just come from one of Zyken's sabacc games when he started talking you up. Had to be him. I don't let Zyken or his goons into my place. You'll have to find them out in town somewhere. And watch out for Goro's brother. He's a handful.
Kai Zyken?
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is not my day. Hello! Yes, I am indeed Kai Zyken. Though there are probably lots of people with that name. Just saying.
You don't have to be afraid. I'm not who you think I am. I just want information.
Yeah, information on getting your credits back. Come on, this isn't my first shakedown. You don't really need those credits now, do you? As in, now?
We've never even met before. How could you possibly owe me credits?
What? Is that rhetorical? We never met in person, but we still had a deal, I know. I'm not trying to worm my way out of it. Tell you what, instead of credits, how about I tell you who warned me that you were coming? That's gotta be worth something, right? So you can go after whoever sold you out, and I can stay in one piece?
Go on.
It was a message, so I saved it on my data pad. Yeah! Oh. Great! He put it in the lockbox! It's all yours! Anything else in there, too, you just help yourself.
Greetings, gentle being. Let me regale you with a tale of the dread red holes and their monstrous, flesh-eating captain. Oh my! You are the monstrous, flesh-eating captain of the red holes! What a singular pleasure to meet you!
Who programmed you to say these things about me?
I'd be happy to tell you. Very eager to meet you, after all. Big fans. You can find them at these coordinates. But do be careful. After your magnificent duel with Goro, there may be others out for revenge. Excuse me, you there? Have you heard of the dread red holes and their monstrous flesh-eating captain?
Simiklo Kinduk. Apsua Spido. Simiklo Kinduk.
Your brother earned the death he got. Are you following in his footsteps?
Kuga. Gola. Timan stable drar. Daugai. Dainota ubusavu. Dainota ubushapu.
I came here for answers, not for blood. Go.
Hey there.
Theron? Lana? You're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revanites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
I can't decide which of you is happier to see me. Want to help me out?
Moving on.
We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revanites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
No one would expect a Jedi, a Sith, and a spy to work together. But here we are.
Circumstance alone brought us together. The Revanites chose their allies very specifically. We must learn why.
We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything. But a direct attack on the Blades base now might make the Revanites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it will look like a fight between gangs, instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the red holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jakaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge, and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
Just be sure you don't make things too colorful. People think I'm bad enough as it is.
I think going after the Nova Blade should increase your popularity quite a bit.
Good luck.
Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
I'm glad to see you're still helping us out. We need all the allies we can get. Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan.
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Holes. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Very well. Let's get started.
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp!
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us!
But Commodore Margok!
We don't have to fight. Just tell me what you know about the Revanites.
Oh yeah, sure. Why don't I go ahead and feed you and put you up for the night while I'm at it? I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Theron, our task is complete.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blade's holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blade's income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
You really aren't like other Sith, are you?
I like to think I'm my own woman.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
All in a day's work for a noble Jedi, yes?
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revanites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blade's headquarters.
This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it.
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torching her crew of old fossils? We're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems, if you want to prove otherwise.
We have Revan and his followers fooled. We'd better move quickly. If they cut the Nova Blades out, there may not be any information left to recover.
I agree. Speed is essential now.
The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Jakaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
Our enemy is cornered, but not helpless. I'll proceed cautiously and contact you when I reach the Aggressor.
May the Force be with you.
Good work.
You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
You've sold your last slaves. The Nova Blades are finished.
We'll see. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you can just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revanites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
I don't know that Jedi and Sith celebrate victory in quite the same way.
Well, now you'll have a chance to find out firsthand. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I think seeing that smile of yours is a much better achievement for the day.
Now you're just teasing me.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revanites, but then broke ties. And not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revanites on.
I've fought my share of Mandalorians. It would be nice to have some on our side for a change.
Agreed. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Stay safe out there, all right?
Barsenthor, I'm glad to see you. Masters Bestros and Nostaral send their best. We miss your insight on the Jedi Council.
I miss the Council's debates, Grandmaster. But alas, Tython isn't where I'm needed.
I've heard rumors, but I can't guarantee this channel is secure, so I'd rather you safeguard your secrets. Just listen. The Jedi Council must do more than react to crises. We must see to the future of the Order and the Republic. What we've seen in war, the truths we've learned, will be our gift to later generations. And few Jedi have seen or learned more than you.
Our understanding of the Eshkar, the Emperor's children, even the shielding technique that defeated Tarek Morish, it could all be lost if we take no pains to preserve it. You want me to construct a holocron?
Yes. You've contributed to holocrons before, but we need a full archive of your history, your thoughts. A record to continue all your life, as you grow, learn, and change.
As you said, we have a duty to the future, and I feel the burden keenly. But I've had no opportunities to act. How do you suggest I proceed, Master Satil?
I've granted the request of Master Kutri Oa to seek you out. He is a prophet and a master of the holocron's craft. He wishes to aid you in the device's construction. He's come to Rishi believing the Force has willed it. You might be flattered.
Where is he?
I'll send coordinates. You have much to offer our successors, and much to learn. Do what you must, and may the Force be with you.
Ah, Barsentor! You know how long I've been meaning to find you. Kept hoping we'd do this on Tython. But when the Force gets pushy, says be on Rishi in 3 days, you'll know why. Well, I make an extra effort, and here you are.
Your Master Oa?
That I am. Here to help build your holocron. Can't disappoint Lara Cordan when she's trying to form the new Rift Alliance. Oh, or the first of the Escanil savants a century or so from now. He'll need good advice.
Those aren't guesses. You've had such visions through the Force?
One of my talents, but it's not always a blessing. These days I see mostly darkness, dead planets, lots of ways the future could go. Still, if anyone survives this war, they'll need your holocron to rebuild. Ready to start?
What do we do?
There are some nuances. It's not just a recorded message. It's an interactive program, a reflection of your mind. A holocron can speak, answer questions. It can't think, but it will have the knowledge and memories you provide.
Your expertise in holocrons, where does it come from?
Habit of tinkering in my youth, and a very stern master who made me fix what I broke. But it is my calling. First thing is to scan your brain, establish a baseline. For that, we need you at a very particular level of consciousness. On Tython, you'd use a meditation chamber to achieve a swtor state of serenity. But every culture has similar rituals. We'll make do with what Rishi provides.
The Rishi people must have traditions for reaching higher states of consciousness. What do we know of them?
I did some reading. There's a Rishi shamanic blessing similar to the one used by the Jawas of Tatooine. I'll walk you through it. It starts with the gathering of Kishu reeds. Wear gloves if you don't want scars.
Anything else?
The swtor state attunes your mind to the Force. That could mean dreams, visions of the past and future. Embrace them. I'll take you through each step on the comm, but best you make this journey alone. When you're finished, we'll begin construction. Barsentor, the equipment is ready. Try to relax during the brain scan. The crystal matrix is developing, but it has to anchor itself on your experiences and knowledge. I'll ask you questions as the Force guides me. The holocron will record your answers.
Ask your questions, Master Oa.
The Republic may not fall tomorrow, but in 1,000 futures it falls eventually, one way or another. I see a half-trained Jedi in the forests of Sarkai, where your apprentice bore your holocron after your death. The half-trained Jedi wants weapons to fight those who destroyed the Republic. She wants vengeance. What answer do you give?
I have no desire to show people how to kill. Let me teach her how to heal the galaxy, not cause more bloodshed.
It's a difficult path for her, but she walks it well in the end. She teaches others. She learns her enemies aren't her enemies. In another time, I see a Sith find your holocron. He loathes you. Your soldier died to defeat his great-grandsire. He seeks to learn what made you strong, walk your path on the now ruined world of Tython. Will you guide him?
I'll show him my path in all its peril. If he survives, he'll emerge stronger. We gain enlightenment through fire.
He does walk your path, and he does survive. He's not Sith by the end. He spreads your ways to the galaxy. You already have many titles. Jedi Master, Barsentor, Herald. You could bear others. Seneschal, Hierophant of the Jal Shay, Betrayer of Balmora. Which will you choose as your legacy? When your holocron is activated, how will it name itself?
I was named Barsentor, Warden of the Order by the Jedi Council. I aspire to be worthy of the name. It's how I'd like to be remembered.
Then we're done. You've got yourself a holocron.
Now all you need to do is spend your life filling it. I don't know where your next fight is, my friend. I don't know if any of us will make it through the year. But if I outlast you, I promise to protect what we built today, if I can.
You've done me a great kindness. It's good to know that whatever happens, I'll leave behind something of value.
It's my privilege to serve a council member. May the Force be with you.
And you.
Evestop eri, ni az igile parnat a federsetten.
Approaching Torch's Island. Take it you're the one they call Torch?
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. I could use your help.
I'm sure you could, Jedi. Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done. Not bad. Not bad at all. Been a while since someone's given me a fight like that. You should be proud.
I can see how you earned your reputation.
Likewise. And speaking of earning things, I'd say you've earned a bit of intel for that performance. You were asking about the Revanites, right? We were the ones who hooked them up with the Nova Blades. Even helped them win a scrap or two. Once they started the secret manipulating all-out war nonsense, I pulled us out. I've had my fill of war.
A Mandalorian who's tired of war? I thought fighting was your whole life.
Fighting, yes. War. I guess it depends on who you ask. I think it's boring. You spend most of your time waiting around between battles, and when they finally happen, it's just a bunch of random killing. I prefer my fights sporting, or at least interesting.
And the Revanites don't?
Nope. They stack the deck as much as they can. I do know they've got a whole fleet of warships tucked away somewhere on this planet. Never gave me any real details or coordinates, but they're here. If you want to find them and smash them up, more power to you. I liked this place a lot better before they showed up.
Want to hand over a ride to replace the one you shot down?
Plenty of speeders around this place. Take whichever you want. Let's get you patched up, Vode. I've been going too easy on you.
We can't afford to be so reckless, Jakaro. Losing Theron is bad enough. What if we lost you too?
Now, everyone, stay calm. Queen Lena of Onderon once faced a similar predicament, and her solution was quite creative.
Shut up, droid!
What's going on? Where's Theron?
He was captured. The Nova Blades data listed a Revanite safe house here in town, and when we tried to investigate... Theron is the only one the Revanites saw. They may not know about the rest of us. If so, we need to maintain that advantage.
If we move quickly, we may be able to catch up before the Revanites disappear again.
They already have. Please, this is not the time for reckless heroics.
I really think you're all much too worried. They took him alive. That's a good sign. They're probably just torturing him a bit. Maybe doing some interrogation, where he could tell them about us. Oh, no.
That won't be an issue. Theron has several discrete implants to help him ignore pain and chemical manipulation.
A powerful Force user may still be able to learn what he knows.
I've never been able to... Yes, I've tried. I'm sure it's no surprise. Theron's mind is highly ordered, very resolute, probably due to his childhood training by the Jedi. He'll keep our secrets, and we will rescue him. But right now, we need to focus and think it all through, just like he would.
You're right. We need to stick to the mission. When we find the Revanites, we'll find Theron.
Precisely. If we're fortunate, he may even learn a bit about their plans. Now, what did you learn from the Mandalorians?
Revan has a hidden fleet here on Rishi. He's preparing for some kind of battle.
A hidden fleet. Pirates altering shipping lanes. That's it. They aren't just affecting the shipping lanes, they're also changing Imperial and Republic patrol paths.
Revan is trying to draw them into a battle.
Here, over Rishi. With his own ships in the mix, both fleets could be devastated.
That must be his goal. Weakening both sides so that he can make his own play.
We have to find some way to interfere.
I know where to find them! After they caught Theron, I intercepted their transmissions. After that, triangulating their base was a simple calculation. I completed it almost 87 seconds ago. They're on a small island not far from here. The native Rishi have a trading village on the same island. I'm sure they'd give us comfortable lodging.
Then let's go.
We need to clean up any trail we might have left here. You go on, we'll meet you shortly.
Oh, I used to love cleaning.
Greetings. We watched you fighting on the beach. The other off-worlders were very unkind. We are much friendlier. Have you come to trade? Do you need lodgings? Outsiders are always welcome here.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm surprised you're so open to outsiders.
We love outsiders. You all have such interesting things to say. An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier. The ones who attacked me. What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors, dark in one, light in the other, but they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
Save the reading for later. It'd be nice to have you along for once.
I'd like to, but I really don't think you'll need my help. My time is better spent here. May the Force serve you well.
All right, you're here. You got us. What's it gonna be, Jedi?
Did you come to spout your narrow-minded drivel? Or do you have something more permanent in mind?
Your betrayal ends now.
You'll... never...
With all of the security alerts, I was expecting more. Let's settle this, Jedi, before any more time is wasted with your pointless interruption.
You're back. The Rishi told us about some disturbances in the camps.
I dealt with them both. Theron is being held in another Revanite stronghold nearby. Do we know anything about it?
The Valley facility? We just learned about it ourselves. The Rishi tell us there are quite a few starships hidden in the vicinity.
Revan's fleet.
Precisely. And according to the Nova Blade's data logs, his plan is moving swiftly. Fleets from the Empire and Republic are approaching as we speak. These aren't just small patrol groups. Both navies have gathered their most powerful warships. They're being overseen directly by Darth Mar and Satil Shan.
Critical leaders for a critical battle. Revan's deception has been very effective. What do we know about the Revanite facility?
It seems to be their primary operating center on Rishi. Heavy security with only one clear path of approach. You'll have to attack straight on if we're to have any hope of rescuing Theron and stopping this fleet battle.
Then that's what I'll do.
We'll assist you any way that we can. May the Force serve you well. And in. Theron's toys make all of this slicing much simpler than I'd imagined.
Can you find any hard data on his location?
Let's see. Here we are. Recorded interrogation sessions. Coordinates are included. I'll forward them along.
What about Revan?
No information either way. I'd advise caution.
Another pointless attack.
Where's Theron?
He and I have had some interesting conversations. My own flesh and blood, completely blind to the sacrifices I've made. I've struggled for centuries to preserve the galaxy, to protect future generations from the most destructive evil that's ever existed. How can none of you see this?
I will tear this place to the ground if I have to. Where is Theron?
Not far, it seems.
You're here. Come on, we have to go. Now.
Theron!
Escaped all on your own. I hoped I would have more time to make you see.
He's got a signal jammer that's blocking all Starship communications in the Rishi system. The fleets will come out of hyperspace practically on top of each other. No coordination, saboteurs in every crew. It'll be a massacre.
And at last, the board will be cleared of distractions.
Self-destruct sequence. Come on, we've got to go.
Look out!
Hello? Is everyone all right?
Lana? You shut down the self-destruct?
I'm beginning to get the hang of this slicing business.
I've created a monster.
You should hurry back. The Republic and Imperial fleets will be arriving very soon.
I'll return immediately.
I'll meet you there. Need to grab a few things on the way out. Attacking from the air is pointless. The anti-air defenses are much too thick.
I'm afraid of them, doesn't that count? What are our other options?
I think a surface attack is our only real shot at taking the jammer down.
Leave that to me.
Perfect. We'll arrange transportation for you.
You've got to move fast. The fleets are going to be dropping out of hyperspace any second now. The longer we take... the more we lose.
You don't sound good, Theron. Shouldn't you be in a Kolto tank instead of planning missions?
Probably, but there's no time. I need to finish slicing the last of these Nova Blade files. They have data on every ship with Revanite infiltrators aboard. As soon as the jamming clears, we'll have to broadcast everything we've got to convince the fleets to cease fire and lock up the Revanites and their crews. One last thing since Lana stepped out. Watch your back. I'm starting to think my little visit to the Revanites might have been her idea.
You think she's working for the Revanites?
No, but I don't think she's putting all her cards on the table either. Just stay alert, all right?
I won't let my guard down.
Good. Enough conspiracy talk. Get out there and take that jammer down.
Don't know if you can read me, but I've arrived.
We read you. Sending out the files now.
Republic fleet, come in. Do you read me?
Flagship Dauntless here. Patching you through to the command deck.
This is Satil Shan. Do we have you to thank for shutting down that jammer?
That, and a whole lot more.
There are traitors hiding on every ship in your fleet. The Imperial ships too. They're manipulating the battle from both sides.
I'm transmitting the traitors' names now. They're part of a cult. The Order of Revan.
Revan? But he was killed.
Apparently it didn't take.
All ships cease fire. Open a channel to the Imperial Commander.
I've been listening. As ruses go, this is quite creative.
It's the truth. Round up the people from Theron's list and see for yourself.
And if you're correct, what do you propose?
A meeting, face-to-face, on neutral ground.
There's a town on the surface, Raiders Cove. We'll send coordinates for the meeting spot.
Very well.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Would anyone like some refreshments? We have several fine beverages available.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. Off to a good start.
Master Satil, thank you for coming.
Of course.
The Revanite ships have all been scattered, captured, or destroyed. Their accomplices aboard our vessels are in chains. You found a threat and given us the means to root it out. Separately, what do we have to discuss?
Revan is still alive, my lord, and his plans don't stop here.
The Emperor's not dead. Revan thinks he can fix that, but he's wrong, isn't he?
No one person, not even Revan, can truly destroy the Emperor.
If Revan wants to kill the Emperor, why are we concerned?
Because he will fail, and his failure will have consequences for us all. The Emperor's current state is nebulous, incorporeal. To strike at him, Revan will first have to return him to a physical form.
Which is exactly what the Emperor wants.
He will destroy Revan, then move on to the rest of us. In time, he will consume all life in the galaxy.
You knew that was his goal, and you still followed him?
I only learned of his true plans recently, and I am no more interested in being fuel for his insanity than you are.
We have to stop this. Intercept Revan before he can restore the Emperor's form.
The Emperor's hideaway is a secret, even to the Dark Council.
The fourth moon of Yavin. That's where we'll find Revan. He wanted me to join him there. Never said I couldn't bring a few friends.
According to our data, he still has extensive forces at his disposal. We would stand a better chance of overcoming them together.
No matter what evidence I present, I doubt the Supreme Chancellor will agree to any kind of alliance or truce.
Neither will the Dark Council, but my ships and the soldiers aboard them are loyal to me.
I can convince my troops to maintain a truce. They've seen Revan's threat firsthand.
Then we meet on Yavin 4.
Agreed.
Theron.
We can talk on the way to Yavin. I have some business to finish here.
Thank you for your help. All of you. This can't have been easy.
The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
Theron had a right to know the danger he was going into, Lana. You should never have hidden the truth from him. Or the rest of us.
The ends have clearly justified the means. Personal feelings are irrelevant next to that. I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
It's been too long since we've really talked, Theron. Can you stay for a while?
Of course.
Have a safe trip to Yavin.
Guess you'll think twice next time a spy asks you out for a quick chat. Wouldn't want to go through all this again.
Are you kidding? This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but good company helps. I may have mentioned this before, but I've never been much of a team player. Things usually go better for me when I'm on my own. Relying on someone else has been interesting. Beginning to think I should have started a long time ago.
I'm sorry you couldn't become a Jedi, Theron. You would have been a great one.
Maybe so. Can't complain about the alternatives, though. Anyway, thanks. Working with you has made all this madness worthwhile.
The feeling is mutual.
Glad we're on the same page. Come on, let's go see what Yavin has in store for us.